that Danji has stopped crying behind the scenes and he is no longer listening to Celine Dion in his head. So that's exciting. So, I mean, really, this is a huge moment on the Friday live stream, 21 weeks building. And in a matter of moments, you're going to be very, very happy. Check this out.
We're back. Go.
All right, are we here? Everyone just got unmuted, by the way, so hold on. This is such a live show. Oh no, somebody's got to mute them. Oh, whatever. We're getting feedback. Technical difficulties. I don't know. But on the line right now. How do we mute this?
Oh,
all right.
Yeah.
1 second, fellas. All right.
No, we just saw on Instagram you got a swag register.
Do you recognize those voices, guys? The 21 weeks in a row, you have voted them onto the MTV Friday live stream. They're on. I don't even know if they know they're live right now.
No, we have to answer that.
There we go.
Oh,
fellas, can you hear me?
Hello? You're sexy, man.
I'm looking at 5 sexy dudes right now. Why Don't We is back and they're on the Friday live stream. How are we, fellas?
What's good? What's up? I can't see your face, man. Gorgeous.
I know. I wish I could. I can see you guys though, so this is a little creepy. I can see you guys look amazing, and we couldn't be more happy that you're on the show right now. You've been like stars of this show while on hiatus, which to me is like the best flex in all of music for 2020. But how you guys been?
Amazing. It's been great. We've been living. Yeah, been breathing. Yeah, a long break, making some music.
And well rested, I assume.
Oh yeah. Feeling pretty good. We're ready to be back, baby.
Amazing, guys. Well, I'm going to kick it to Jack first of all. Last week, the question marks, I mean, drove the fans insane. There were question marks in our monitor on MTV. I mean, there were question marks all across social media. Where is Why Don't We was like the term of the week across pop culture. What was it like, Jack, watching just the fans lose their minds?
It was incredible. No, honestly, that was our first time actually like being able to like show hints or like anything on Instagram in forever. So it was like, it felt weird but amazing at the same time. Like us being able to post on Instagram again feels so odd, but like so strange. It's amazing. But no, it was super cool to see all the reactions, and we're super hyped for our song.
Totally. Speaking of just reactions and theories, you know, you guys have been very quiet over the past 9 months or so. And just here on MTV, we've seen every theory about what you guys were up to, what was next for you guys. Everything underneath the sun was thrown out. Were there any particular theories over the past year about you guys, your whereabouts, your doings that really cracked you up?
I don't know. It's interesting because I wasn't even really on social media too much over the past.
I wasn't using it.
Yeah, we literally like deleted the app. Yeah, we deleted the
wow.
app for a little while. And it's kind of just like a mental cleanse, at least for me, and I think probably for these guys too. I
think a lot of people thought we broke up.
Yeah, that was funny. I do remember that one. That was funny. We were like, they don't even know.
I remember even when we were talking to friends and that hadn't seen us in a while, and they'd be like, "Are you guys still together?" I'd be like, "Yeah."
Little did they know we're like recording the whole album.
No, recording the best music ever.
I have to imagine it's a great point you make about just like the mental cleanse, right? Like, would you say that maybe it put a lot of things in perspective just personally for you guys because you didn't have so much noise? You know, of course, it was a crazy year for all of us, but you guys must be in such a good headspace right now, I'd imagine.
Yeah. Yeah. I got to go home and see my family for like 2 months and just catch up on some good stuff that I missed out on. You know, a lot of self-reflection and trying to be a better person. And it's been a really, it's like interesting because the last 4 years we were on tour. So it's nice to like, I mean, obviously we missed touring and we miss seeing fans every day and everything, but it's like, it's been sort of nice to like catch up on everyday life as well.
We need a change of pace.
I've definitely been in the best headspace I've been. I mean, for a while. We wouldn't have made this album if we didn't have this break. That's 100%. Yeah. We would have made an album, but not this album. The album. Yeah. This is the album.
Right. Would you say that the album we're going to get and the music we're going to get, beginning with Fallen, is the most honest and the most, I mean, we'll get into who's producing and who's writing this stuff, which is very exciting, but would you say it's the most honest music you've probably ever made? Is this, are we going to like see the realest Why Don't We in so few words?
Yes, you nailed it, Kev. 100% nailed it. It's crazy because I can listen through songs and like remember actual certain things that was going on. Yeah.
Right.
And we have a sound, you know.
Yeah, we're kind of going in a different direction than we have in the past, and like it just feels right. Like you said, it feels completely honest. And it's the most fun that we've had with our music so far. The fans will feel that too.
Yeah, I think the fans will notice 100%. Yeah.
Totally. Daniel, I want to kick it to you on the topic of music and the sound, because I remember the first time I ever met you guys as a group, it was on a show I used to do called Billboard Live. It was way back in the day. It was like the Something Different days. Wow. And Daniel, one of the first things I talked to you about was how many instruments you played. So I'm curious, like in 2020, what can we expect this music to sound like musically? What can we expect from Fallen specifically?
I mean, that's a big part of it is instrumentally. You know, we all play instruments, and on the past records we hadn't. And I feel like part of that was even just the sound and pop. There really wasn't much more than a synth and a trap drum going on. But I feel like we kind of are at this point where we're like free to make more out of the box choices. And so we did that with this album.
I would say it's definitely more rock.
Yeah, it's more rock. It's more a little bit. Man,
like, I don't want to get too much up.
I know,
but the melodies are still very like pop. Yeah, very catchy.
It's like Post Malone, Fun, and Imagine Dragons.
Yeah,
Justin Bieber Had a Baby.
Yeah,
I mean, right on.
Really good. That's all we'll give you.
Yeah,
all had a baby.
That was yeah.
Together, all together.
A post Bieber Imagine Dragons baby is on the way. You heard it here first. That's an exclusive on MTV.
Don't forget fun.
Yeah, don't forget
fun.
So have you guys shot a music video for the Fallen? Is there a video on the way? Can you tell us? I mean, this is a music video show where, you know, your past work is top requested each week. Is there a new arrival we can expect?
I mean, when you make a song, usually a video does follow.
Yes.
Yeah. Or come. But well, you know, maybe.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think there is one.
Hey, you might just have to wait and see, Kevin.
Exactly. I'm on the edge of my seat, literally. Jonah, I'm gonna.
I have a question for you.
Jonah, I want to.
Me and saw that your swag has been verified,
registered,
and registered.
You register your swag as a deadly weapon,
and we congratulate you.
Thank you.
How can we register our swag?
I was gonna say, gentlemen, as some swaggy individuals yourself, I think, wouldn't you agree that was the responsible thing to do?
Oh,
absolutely.
You gotta make sure people know.
I did mine last week.
You know,
17 states too.
The people gotta know you're walking around armed and dangerous.
And yeah. Yeah, man. I just want to applaud you.
Thank you. Yeah. Oh, I'm getting a round of applause from Why Don't We, guys. Anyways, Jonah, thank you very much, guys, for agreeing. I knew you would. Jonah, I wanted to ask you about the mural, dude, because it was such a cool incentive, and it went up on Wednesday in LA. For those that don't know, tell me about how the mural came to be.
I mean, that was just something that we felt was really important in our comeback. We just want to promote and promote everyone to get registered to vote. And we know that we have a huge following, and primarily young following, and we want everyone to just get registered. And obviously you have to be 18 or older, but it's important this year, especially. And we want young voices to be heard in the election.
Expressing that importance to like the young people that follow us that aren't old enough to vote yet, to just feel the importance of like, when I can vote, I should.
Yeah.
And I mean,
and also just to vote for things like vote for the leaders that will impact you and your community in like the most positive way.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys were great too. And Jonah specifically, your tweet comes to mind in just short, and it's really it's a commendment to you guys to sort of realize the weight and the importance and really the size of your platform. Around the time of George Floyd and around the time of the movements this summer, for you guys to actually break your silence to make a statement on that was huge. And I think it was really important. And I know I speak for all the fans that appreciate it, to use your platform in such a positive way and realize, that your fans needed to hear from you. And you guys were such a great example. Just in regards to head count and then the ATL votes, how did you guys team up with those two operations, and how did that come about?
Headcount? We just saw a lot of people working with Headcount, and we reached out to our label and wanted them to get in touch with Headcount because we knew that would make a really big impact. And Headcount has been nothing but like the best.
Yeah, they did amazing.
The mural was awesome.
Shout out Ella Amella, by the way.
Yeah.
She did the mural for us.
She was amazing.
So that was cool to go see. I had a couple friends that drove by on Moto that texted me about it.
Yeah. I went one day too and Ella was like actually painting it, and she was like up on this huge rig, just painting it. It was really cool. Just a fat rig.
That's awesome. Corbin, man, I got a lot of questions for you, man, but I got to start with the hair. You got a new look, dude, and the fans are going so crazy. What brought on the new look? Can I start there?
Yeah, it's part of my swag registration. No, I mean, I think my main motive is just like, I don't know, I'd been blonde for 4 years and like it was a lot of maintenance and it was cool at the time. But I think the dark hair, it was a good little switch up. I wanted to not like shock people, but come out of the jump with a different look and with as much swag as you have, Kevin. Yeah. And so far the response has been great. I mean, I can't be mad.
No, totally.
I would be.
So, Corbin, I don't think it's a secret, but in case those that don't know, you guys are co-writing and co-producing all of this music. That's always exciting in an artist's journey and evolution when that happens as a fan, because again, we go back to, that's when you really get to the nitty gritty, the honest. You almost meet the artist in a whole new way, in a deeper way. But how has that changed just the music for you guys? Like now that it, I don't know if all of it's done, but there are songs that are done, including Fallen. When you look back now, how does it manifest in the actual music? Just being so hands on.
Yeah, I mean, so before this album and before this music that we made over the break. It was very much not in our control, in the sense that, songs were kind of being passed down from the label and ideas and whatnot. And, we had the privilege of co-writing on a few of those, with some great writers, and we've made some great friendships and relationships and learned a lot, learned so much, and have made some great music. But this time around, I think it was important for us personally and for our growth as artists and musicians to just really sit down and be like, okay, like what is the bar that we can set for ourselves, and how far can we really take this? And there were so many songs from tour that Daniel had written in the back of the bus with Jonah, and in hotel rooms recording, past midnight after a show, cutting demo vocals and whatnot. And when it came time to picking, do we write these songs ourselves and do we use these demos and really make them magical, or do we, sit down with some other people and try to hone in other people's crafts and whatnot? And once we heard the demos and kind of got a few opinions and whatnot, it became sort of obvious to us that we want to be the masters of our own destiny. And so writing and producing this album was the most important thing to us. And I mean, I'll say it, I think we did a pretty fantastic job, and the fans will think what they think. But I know that we're really, really stoked about this single. Fallen is, in my opinion, one of the best songs that we've ever written, if not the best song. Yeah. And not to overhype it or anything, but But yeah,
the least it'll be is honest, and I know being on the road, that's what fans always wanted. It's like, you know, like the music was always good, and we always loved the music we came out with, but it wasn't about us. And
right. It was a little hard when someone would like ask, like, "What does this song mean to you?" It's like, well, you know, I can tell you what it means to me, but we didn't write it.
It's a weird thing where it felt like that was kind of how it had to be with pop, is that there had to be 5, 6 writers in the room with you. And, you know, it took some time, but we finally just realized, like, we can make these songs on our own and actually make them about us and make them personal and make them with our fans in the back of our head, knowing what they would want to hear, what they need to hear. You know, it's so that the music will do that if it doesn't do anything else. It'll speak to them from us.
Yeah, and I think the fans really like inspired that change too. That, like they really pushed us to like go for that. I remember Daniel posted that one, like all my friends on Instagram or something like that, and the response immediately was like,
oh dude,
oh my gosh, like it was crazy. And it was like, dang, like they love that, and we can do that, and that's amazing.
Dude, I have a kind of crazy story too. There's actually a fan in New York. She was waiting at our hotel in New York after one of our shows, and I actually played her one of the songs that's on the album in my AirPods for her.
Oh yeah,
and she freaked out and was like, "This is the best music I've heard from you guys. You have to release it." And just that alone, really, like the fact that it meant that much to her, it made it mean that much to me. And you know, like, but that was kind of a crazy moment. So someone out there knows one of the albums that.
Yeah. But if she's watching, don't say anything. Please. If you remember, we know who you are. We know who you are.
Curious, just in regards to Fallen, you know, the first sort of introduction to this new era we're going to get. At what point over the past 9 months or this writing process did that song emerge? Is that something that came about recently? Was that an early song you guys put together?
It was the last song. Like we had the whole album basically like done, and then Jack came into the studio one day with some White Claws. And Daniel was like producing, Mango White Claw, that's the one. And Daniel was producing the beat and called it the Mango White Claw beat.
Yeah, it's still on his laptop. It's still called the Mango White Claw beat, and it's you press play and it's our song.
It's amazing. Zach, dude, the fans are going so crazy, you know, right now on the stream. It's really, these are some of the biggest numbers MTV has seen. You guys have the longest running request streak on the show, and what a streak is if you make top requested back-to-back weeks, that's a streak. You guys have 21 straight weeks. I'm just curious if you have anything you want to say to the Limelights who have just been so diehard during this break with you guys and kept you at the top of MTV.
I would say thank you for being absolute legends. That's literally what you are.
Yeah. A lot of weeks, even through our like hiatus, whatever you would call it. Like after we were gone and they were still going that hard, it's like really commendable. We love y'all.
Yeah, shout out to fans too, because I remember at the end of tour, right before the break, they were actually tweeting that we needed a break.
Yeah,
and the fact that fans care that much, we gotta just point it out. It was nuts. I remember getting on Twitter and they're like, they look exhausted, give them a break. And we're like,
sticking it out.
You're right, damn it, we need a But hey, this album is nuts. So it paid off. But thank you.
We missed you guys.
Thanks for sticking with us.
Good to be back.
Absolutely. All right, so Fallen this Tuesday. We can't wait. I know that. I mean the signed CDs are already going crazy. So I mean the fans are ready for this. What else lies though in the near future? Anything else that we can expect? The one question I have to ask, because to me I feel like it's the number one question I'm getting spammed with on social, is new merch. Is there new merch on the way?
Oh, so good.
Yeah, we're working on saucing it up.
Of course there is. Listen, we see all y'all's tweets about what you like, what you don't like. You know,
we got that new little logo going that I think is going to be pretty cool on some stuff. So yeah, also to any fans watching, if y'all have ideas, tweet them to us, send them to us. However you feel like sending them to us, because we'll be on the lookout, and you guys always have great ideas. So help us out.
Guys, the new merch might be so fire that the fans and the Limelights might have to register their swag, I think is what we're saying.
Oh, goal. That's the goal.
That's a good point. Let's go.
If they can get registered swag with Why Don't We merch on, then that's a win.
All right, guys. Again, Fallen is out Tuesday, September 29th. I know I don't have to tell a single line like that, but just congratulations on the warm response.
Yeah.
And I know it's probably a little for anybody, it's a little nerve-wracking when you've been gone for so long. Will the fans be there? Of course, they answered resoundingly, and we knew they would. So just congratulations on 21 weeks, and we can't wait to see what's next.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you for having us, Kevin. Thanks for everything.
so much. Thank you, my Buddha.
Of course, guys. We'll talk real soon. We're going to get back to the videos. Thank you again to the legends. Why don't we? This is Morissette on the Friday live stream.
You're a legend. Love you, brother. You're a legend.